we got a viewer gift. So in this episode, let's dive in and take a look at the toys that were graciously gifted to me. So stick around. Hello, fellow dorks and dorkettes, and welcome to It Came From My Side of the Laundry Room. My name is Rob, and this is a very special episode because we were sent a viewer gift that I have to admit I've already cheated and took a look at, and it is awesome. Now, this was gifted to me by Jason M, and I can't express the amount of just gratitude I have for somebody sharing toys with me, let alone their own childhood toys. That is what makes these so much extra special, because these were toys that Jason himself had when he was a child, and he's passing them on and letting their legacy live on. So to me, that is one of the most highest honors that I can be given, is giving life to someone else's childhood memories and playtime universe. So, without further ado, let's dive in and take a look. And, like I said, I already cheated and took a look. And a lot of these toys were in a blind spot of mine of 90s, so I kind of went ahead and looked them up and cataloged them, but we'll get into that in a moment. So here we go. Okay, folks, here we go. Now, I did something completely different this time. I usually like to open the box and be surprised with all of you on the awesomeness that is inside. But this time, I decided to jump in because I just took a sneak peek at what was inside the box, and I realized a good many of these figures are actually in one of my blind spots, and that is 90s G.I. Joe and other various things that we'll take a look at. So I wanted to be a little bit prepared, and yeah, I was very curious to who and what some of these figures were. So I did something that I've never done before, and we'll grab a character that I did know, and that was Budo. Looks really good, but what I ended up doing was making these little tags, and I got so wrapped up in doing this that I actually tackled all my 80s G.I. Joes and made tags for the ones that didn't have file cards. So here's Budo. And see, this makes me want to dive back into Fistful of Joes. And maybe I will, and we'll take a look at these figures a little bit more closely. Here's a Night Viper, and you can see that his O-ring broke, but I plan on fixing him, but I just wanted to get him all bagged up and secure for when I do fix him. Now, here is another blind spot. The Corpse by Leonard. I mean, this is a pretty awesome figure. He's got some broken thumbs, but oh well. Still doesn't take away from the coolness of him. But this is one from 1990, And he's actually version 4 of John Eagle, I found out. Now this one, I just instantly fell in love with this dude because of just how crazy he's painted. And he actually looks like a Christmas figure in my opinion. And I'm actually going to take him out of the bag. But this is another Coors figure by Leonard and released in 1992. And this is Hat Trick Le Monde. But doesn't he look like a Christmas figure? Apparently he has the nickname of Hat Trick Lemonade by collectors. But he comes with these like treaded rollerblades. And with how these posts are here, I thought that there was like something that went in between them, but it's not. This is just how the figure came. But he was from a like World Soldiers offshoot of the Corps or something like that. Now here is Python Cobra Officer from 1989. Again, broken O-ring, but no big deal. Super happy to have him. So thank you, Jason. Thank you for all of them. I'm not just pointing one thing out and saying thank you. Thank you for every single one of these. Now here's Shadow Ninja's Night Creeper from 1994. Now, definitely a huge blind spot for me. And, you know, until I actually got this figure in my hand, I really didn't give it the credit it deserved. I mean, really nice translucent plastic. I believe it has color changing functionality, but I don't know if that still works with the age. But as you notice, he doesn't have a hole in the back for a backpack. And that is, he has spring-loaded arms. I'm sure that's common knowledge to most collectors, but I was graduating high school in '94, so I kind of put toy collecting on the back burner for a little bit. So I did not get these when they first came out, and the 90s Joes really weren't something I was collecting recently. But it looks like a little piece of his plastic broke off. Is it from his butt? I don't know, but I'm going to hold on to it. Hopefully I didn't just break it. I'm sure it was probably a little fragile from years of playing. Jason playing with it. Here is the Eco Warrior Cobra Toxo Viper. Very discolored over the years, but I really dig it. I mean, the muted colors are really work with it. And I love the helmet design. And that is from '91. Here's another figure from '94. This is Star Brigade Cobra Black Star. And I have to say, this is a very solid figure. I like its design, colors. again, I wasn't giving enough credit to the 90s for some reason. But this is a pretty decent all-around Cobra figure. Now here is October Guard Red Star from 91. Now I actually have a complete Red Star, but I'm still very happy to have another one to join the army. His O-ring is pretty loose, so in time I'll need to change his O-ring. Here is a Night Force Tunnel Rat, and I'm a Tunnel Rat mark. So any Tunnel Rat is an awesome Tunnel Rat. I love how they colored his bullets. I mean, that's just a little touch that they did that really works. It really pops. I like the color scheme with the gray and the black and his green. Don't know what happened here. Spray paint mishap maybe. But it looks like he's injured, so that's cool. I can dig it. Next we have Battle Force 2000 Maverick. Now I actually had a good deal of Battle Force 2000 figures, but I don't think I ever had Maverick. So this is an awesome little surprise. And I know they get a lot of hate, but I didn't mind. I really liked the Battle Force 2000 figures that I had and their vehicles. And from what I remember, most of their vehicles were at a very low price point because they weren't very intricate. A lot of hovercrafts and stuff that don't require wheels and axles and stuff like that. So very cool. Now we have a Python Patrol Viper. Again, super awesome. We have Taurus. Now, I never got the original 3-pack with Mercer Red Dog and Taurus, so super excited to have him join the Joe family. And I would love to get the classified versions as well, but they're a little pricey, being 2-packs and all. So I have not pulled the trigger on those yet. Maybe eventually. Now this one is a big surprise. This is from 93, and this is, let me get the name right here, Armor Tech Star Brigade General Hawk. What a very odd, here let me take him out, very odd body sculpt. I mean, there's no ball joint in here, no O-ring, the knees do bend, the elbows bend, but his bulky armor tech is something quite unique for the G.I. Joe line at this time period. Now, I might have to hunt down the helmet that he came with. Oh, the wrists actually move. Huh. But yeah, I'll have to get the helmet he came with just to have the icing on the cake, as they say. Here's another Tunnel Rat. Some O-ring issues, so we'll have to send him to the medic. But like I said, any Tunnel Rat is an awesome Tunnel Rat, so happy for him to join the team. And this was the bag that he sent with all the broken ones in it. Killed in action. With a frowny face. So thank you for that, Jason. Now here's another corpse. This is Tony Tanner from 1986. I mean, it's pretty generic. Kind of reminds me of the one Bazooka figure that they released with the like bush hat. But still awesome. Still welcome him to my Playtime universe. You'll never hear those dreadful knockoff remarks from me, because this is just awesome. Doesn't matter who made it. Doesn't matter what universe he's from. He's now a member of my Joe team. And the last one is another corpse. This is Avalanche from 1990. Maybe he's a medic. Maybe he's just Swedish. I don't know. I like to think he's a Arctic medic. Again, doesn't matter where he came from, he's now part of my team. Part of my Playtime universe. He also sent along some random accessories that I even cataloged. Now the Downtown backpack, I have to say, I called that as soon as I saw it. I used to have Downtown. I love that figure. But the most awesome bonus is Gung Ho's hat. Taken off the Gung Ho figure, you can still see a bit of his scalp in there, the paint. So I'm going to see if it fits anyone else's noggin eventually. Now, it just wasn't G.I. Joe that he sent along. We had this awesome Power Rangers monster. And any monster's awesome in my book, so welcome him to the laundry room. So thank you, Jason. And this bag, which I had to do some further research on to figure out which actual Turtle toy, which actual Batman toy these were. But we have Teebo. You know me, I love Ewoks, so as many Ewoks as I can get, I am super thankful for. We have an original C-3PO, and his paint looks pretty darn good. Now, this is something I had to look up. Now, this is Track and Field Leo, and this came from Turtle Games, released by Playmates in 1992. So I guess if you look at his hand here, it's got a post. You'd put like a shot put or something in it, and you push this button, and I assume he flung it. Now his little grimace here looks, got gums and all. It looks pretty scary. But got the sticker with the L there, sticker on the back, Turtle Games 92. Now I have a huge blind spot with Turtle toys because I collected them for their short amount of time in the 80s, but did not continue on in the 90s. So that was definitely a blind spot of mine. Now this is Night Hunter Batman from the Batman Forever toy line, released by Kenner in 95. Now, the figure comes with big robotic wings and stuff, but this awesome play feature here with his binoculars, I mean, that's pretty cool. But again, Kenner, maybe it was Hasbro at that time, made a specialized Batman for pretty much everything. So they could sell more. Now this one I'm super happy for. And again, thank you, Jason, for sending this along, because this is a treat for me. This is a toy line that I only had one figure of, and he wasn't any of the main characters. So I finally have the main character, Captain Power himself. Released by Mattel in 1987, even though the stamp says 86 on this. But I'm surprised at how much posability these figures actually had. I am very surprised at that. And it makes me want to take a second look at maybe trying to collect some of this toy line down the road. Now, this thing here, where it's like see-through, is that supposed to be like you look through it? Or was that part of the play function of the, VCR and TV show radio waves stuff? But yeah, I'm super impressed with everything about this figure, honestly. So, I may have started looking at getting some more of these figures. I mean, they fit perfectly with the G.I. Joe Playtime universe. Great posability, great scale. So I happily will include them in my 3 3/4 inch collection. But anyway, before I head back to me, I just want to say again, thank you, Jason, so much for sharing these toys with me. I mean, I will definitely take a closer look at them in the future when I return to doing Fistful of Joes. And I'm still beside myself that you gave me such an awesome gift. Thank you so much. It means the world to me that my little stupid videos, have reached people from all over the world, all over this country, and people like you, Jason, just opening up your childhood toy box to me to share in this awesomeness. That just fills my heart with so much joy that someone is so selflessly giving, and I appreciate it. So thank you so much. And with that being said, let's head back to me. Okay, back to me. Like I said, this is one of the highest honors that I can have, being just a lowly YouTuber out there in the ether, mixed in with millions of others. That somebody, Jason in this case, wanted to share their own childhood memories with me and their toys. And that just touches my heart more than anything that I could ever express with words. So, again, I want to say thank you to Jason, because this has meant so much to me. And, I mean, who are we kidding? Looking at toys is fun, but so much more of an emotional depth to these toys, coming straight from the person that once played with them 40, 30 years ago. And that is amazing. And like I said, it is an absolute honor for me. So thank you so much for watching this. Thank you so much to Jason for sharing these toys with me. And I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. If you got something to say, please leave a comment. I love reading them, and I love getting back to everyone. And if you're new around here and you enjoyed this, or any of the episodes that YouTube is recommending down here, please hit subscribe. And if you hit that little bell icon, you'll be notified whenever there's a new episode. So anyway, until next time, thank you so much for watching. Thank you to Jason. And keep being rad and stay dorky.